Alright guys, so let's start the patch notes rundown for Dark Souls Remastered. So, I'm not sure why there is no date for the PC release. Maybe the PC patch has been already released, I don't know, man. The point is, the Xbox One update gonna appear in the next 6 days, and the PlayStation 4 patch gonna appear in the 3 days. And the list over here contains pretty much only the fixes. This is just plenty of fixes. There is no balance changes. There is no new mechanics or anything like that. They have focused only on fixing the game, and that's pretty much it. The thing is, this is pretty much straight up translation, maybe even a Google translation, from the Japanese version of the patch notes, I do believe. Certain points out of the list are basically puzzles that you have to solve on your own. We're gonna have like a little guess game. But yeah, let's get started. So, starting with the first point, multiplayer fixed a bug which occurred when acquiring upgraded weapons dropping by guests. And this is that thingy that the weapons were disappearing, or more like never appearing in the graphical form, although you still could pick them up from the ground. So I think this is just it, yeah? Multiplayer fixed a bug in which if you summon an NPC co-op phantom while summoning a guest, the NPC co-op phantom sign remains displayed. So I'm not really sure why they're saying only about the co-op NPCs, because it happens also with the red sign. But yeah, apparently this is a bug that was in the game since 2011, and they just simply decided to repair that one. Let's go on. Another multiplayer based fix is that a bug in which it is impossible to match with an additional guest for a while after matching with a Nito guest. Nito guest is the Dark Blade servant, yeah? Or something like that. You mean Gravelord? Yeah, Gravelord. Gravelord servant, sorry. Dark Blade servant, god fucking damn it. So yeah, this is pretty much just increasing the matchmaking pool for the Dark Blade servants when you are gravelording the certain location, yeah? Because of the removing the cooldown between the invasions or some shit like this. I'm not sure about this one. Does someone understand this shit? I'm gonna read it yet again. Fixed a bug in which matching is possible even if the last guest who was matched is blocking the other guest. Can someone fucking tell me what's going on? What author had on mind? I don't know, I cannot tell. Anyone have any ideas? People blocking each other on the PSN. So that's pretty much mean you cannot probably block your previous enemy anymore on the PSN and Xbox services. So you cannot just block the communication between players, which was causing in blocking the whole multiplayer between them, so they couldn't be matched anymore. Yo, this is actually fucking terrible, because practically going to mean, for example, I don't want to play against someone that has really high ping to me, or really unstable connection. It shouldn't bother anyone. That was a tool on PlayStation 3, and I'm not sure why it's not a tool on PlayStation 4. I mean, I never was using the block option, but there's shit tons people that does. Alright, let's go on. A bug in which dialogue for forced return appears again if the load screen is displayed after returning. Alright, so indeed that was sometimes happening, that was the message like this was popping in the middle of your screen even though you was keep fighting against someone, and that was sometimes really annoying. This is interesting because those are all bugs that were back in the 2011 in the original Dark Souls, and they never were fixed, and they are just fixing that right now. A bug for 2 overlapping effects applied on a boss during co-op play. Alright, but this is probably some sort of the visual, so there is probably not much to worry about that one, isn't it? Fixed a missing error message for the host when a guest cancels before matchmaking is established. Alright, so the additional prompt is pretty much it. Arena. Alright, and this is something that I am like super interesting about because there's shit tons of the changes regarding Arena. And this is cool because Arena in its current state is kind of the mess. It is still better than it was in the original Dark Souls, but it is like far away from the perfection. So I am really glad they are doing something about this. So starting with the first one, a bug in which after a player leaves the arena, rank order and MVP are not reselect. So that actually pretty much means if someone going to rage quit and just like quit the game, turn it off completely, you won't lose the match nor draw it anymore. Previously it was that was like this, like in case if for an example he was fighting for the whole 2 minutes, he was dueling someone and he decided to turn off the game completely, he was returning back to your world, the match was finishing and he was returning back to your world without any reward. He was not winning that match even though you have eliminated your opponent. You even fucking destroyed him so much mentally that he decided to quit the game and you wasn't awarded for that. There was no award. You didn't have an update on your win streak. So that was kinda annoying and apparently it's gone now, so this is actually pretty good. Fixed a bug in which it was possible to specify opponent's respawn position. If that was possible to manipulate the arena in the way so the enemy could have respawned exactly where you wanted, I don't know, I have never done that. I am not sure how to do it. And I am not even sure if this point is about exactly this topic. Maybe not exactly. There was definitely a glitch where, in case if you and your opponent have killed each other, you both were respawning on the same spot. But alright, like we're gonna have to test this out a little bit more. There's a chance this is one of those two. Fixed a display bug for a person's acquiring MVP in the arena. This is probably something related to 2v2, 3v3 and deathmatch modes that sadly I couldn't play because I couldn't find anyone to play with. I didn't personally have any problems with the MVP thingy. For me everything was always displaying properly. But apparently if it's not listed here, there was probably some sort of a glitch. A bug in which searching will be cancelled after a certain period of time if the guest doesn't join a match in arena. Never happened to me either, to be honest. Never happened to me either. But this is cool because, hey, like, that was especially... Bug like this was constantly happening in Dark Souls 3. And this is good, they are actually removing this glitch, this bug, because, like, basically that was super annoying. Like, he was looking for the enemy, potentially, yeah, for some sort of the opponent. And he was just messing around, yeah, like, I don't know, swapping in the meantime, or just like, I don't know, like changing the position of the items in your inventory or something like that, like comparing the statistics of the items, and then he was getting that prompt telling you that the matchmaking failed and you have to join the queue yet again. Kinda annoying. I'm kinda glad they removed that. I mean, this is like, you know, the bug fixes are always appreciated, yeah? A display bug for a win streak. I think this one is regarding the fact, like, in case if you queued up immediately after you have won or like lost the match, when you queued up to the another match immediately, the information about your win streak wasn't displayed at all. Like, yeah, that might be this one. Fixed display shown after a player dies due to an unforced error in team battle. I don't have any experience with the team battle, sadly. So I cannot say what is that one about. But unforced error? What the fuck that's supposed to even mean? Anyone have an idea on the chat, maybe? Alright, I think we're gonna have to go on with that one. I am not really sure what does that mean. As I said, like, I haven't played even a singular team match. in Dark Souls Remastered yet. I was focusing on the duels. Fixed a bug in which matching won't be cancelled after a certain period of time when friendly team rules are selected. This shit like mashing my brain, to be honest. You are queuing up to the arena as just a single person with the, like, in case if you have a password, you can choose which team you prefer. But for an example, because there's team A and team B, and in case if like 3 guys prefers team A, only 2 of them gonna end up in team A, in case if you are playing 2v2. So I don't know how that's supposed to work. I have no idea what this glitch is about, what this bug is about. I have no idea what those that mean. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna go over that one. Yeah, let's just straight up ignore it. Maybe someone have an idea what those that mean. But I personally don't, to be honest. A bug in which controller input is no longer accepted when a player quits immediately after matching in deathmatch. I didn't know, like, glitch like that. I didn't know the bug like this was in the game, to be honest. So apparently, like, that's only up to the deathmatch. Simply seems like you couldn't use your controller anymore. After maybe you use the black crystal at the end of the deathmatch or something like that. Because normally you cannot quit the menus from the arena. It is impossible, the game blocks that option. You can eventually black crystal out. I mean, not black crystal out, that second item. I don't really remember right now. The item specified specially for the arena. But it actually has the same... It works practically the same way like black crystal. It just lets you to move out of the arena. Yeah, so maybe this is that one. So apparently you couldn't move. It's good it's fixed then. Fixed a bug in which MVP is not displayed in arena duel and deathmatch when a player dies due to an unforced error. Alright, we know what the fuck is unforced error. It's a suicide. God fucking damn it. Like with power within or some shit like this. Alright, the mystery have been solved. We got the puzzle guy, PogChamp, and her rank changes. But I never had like I mean, I have never actually accidentally killed myself with the power weapon since I am not using that one. But I don't know, man. Like, alright, like there was glitch like that, then good. Another one. A bug which occurs when a player is moved to a battle map right after sitting down at a bonfire. Like they didn't even tell what bug they have on mind. I have no idea. I'm usually sitting at the bonfire, and that might be that. From that, what I have noticed, when you are sitting at the bonfire and you are getting into the arena, there is a chance after you're going to finish off the match, you have to wait like 30 seconds or so before you're gonna get queued to the another match again. Or like before you're gonna get even queued to the matchmaking pool. So maybe it's that one. There's a chance that's that one. A bug in which a fog wall doesn't disappear upon going through the entrance of the gazebo. So yeah, never happened to me. The fog wall always appeared to me when I was queuing up for the match, but apparently some people had problems with that. Apparently glitch like that could have occurred, and yeah, like, I mean, glitches like that occur even on the not only on the arena, they actually occurring during the regular invasion, so maybe this thing has been repaired as well. Would be cool. Fixed a bug in which the character BAME is displayed for the greatest combatant when the name display option is set to online ID. Yeah, like that was like this. I do for an example use the online ID, and the greatest combatant was still appearing as my character name. So yeah, this is okay, like minor change, but cool. Back in which slimes, oh, this is actually not an arena fix, look at this. fixed a bug in which slimes on the ceiling in the depths fail to drop on the floor properly. So we have like a 1 PvE related changes. Hooray everybody! Other minor bug fixes. So yeah, the other minor bug fixes might be like, for example, shadows. Because like there's like shit tons of problems with shadows like nowadays. The amount of the bugs with them is just fucking detrimental. It's not like it's minor bug indeed, it doesn't affect the game so much. So this is like something like we're not supposed to focus mostly on, but that's cool they are actually fixing the game. That's something. Like, and this is pretty much all. We have run down the whole patch notes. It's just like minor fixes, but this is good because, yeah, this is good like they are fixing anything about the game, because there were voices in the community thinking that they are not going to support the game overall. Some people are actually scared of that because Dark Souls 1 is indeed a house of cards, and if they're gonna decide to fix the certain glitches regarding the PvP, it might turn out the meta going to completely change. It might turn out the certain off-meta builds won't be like even remotely viable anymore, like they're gonna be practically useless. So that's pretty much it. Thank you a lot for watching on YouTube. I do appreciate that as hell, and have a good one.
I'm just here to hold your hand when you die, and to show you around the imaginary places. Put the muddy lumps in my bloody stump, and the bull have a smile, there's a perfect circle. Die in your sleep with a sky at your feet. I'll shoot you when you're happy on the day, you will find peace. How did you do? I don't know, I'm okay. Every person I know is a secret story agent, cause I'm accused of lewd conduct. Stole the heart, the rape, from prom side, and I got a woman for